Hi everyone, this is Philip Grindale from Diffuse. One of the most common forms of unwanted attention is harassment. So what is harassment? So this short video is based on the UK legislation, but the principles are the same pretty much everywhere. So in the UK, harassment is a criminal offence and it is against the Protection of Harassment Act 1997. There are three parts to it. One, there has to be a course of conduct. That means it has to be on 2 or more occasions. So if somebody communicates to you once, that isn't harassment. Once they've done it twice or more, then it becomes harassment, and the more times, the greater the level of harassment. The second is it must amount to harassment, and I'll talk about that in a moment. And the third part is the person harassing you must know or ought to know that it is harassment. Now, they're always going to deny that. They're always going to say, I didn't realise I was harassing you. So the key element there is to let them know they're harassing you. And you can do that by saying to them, quite simply, please stop communicating with me, you are harassing me. That's it. Even if they then deny that, you have told them they're harassing you, and that's sufficient. So harassment is any kind of repeated unwanted communication or behaviour that causes you distress or fear. And it can be directed at an individual or a group, as in the current context, the kind of Jewish community or the Muslim community. So we're talking about bullying, we're talking about cyber stalking, we're talking about antisocial behaviour, sending you abusive messages on text messages, social media, etc. Even unwanted gifts that unwanted phone calls, letters, emails, all these sorts of things constitute harassment. So what do you do if you're harassed? Well, there's some good advice. One is always keep records. Now, one of the key elements of that is not only recording what's happening and when, but how it made you feel, because it's emotional impact that is the key aspect of distress or fear. And so by recording the fact that, as an example, every time you get a message now or an email, your stomach drops and you feel that degree of anxiety or fear, or whenever you hear someone outside, again, you're fearful, or you're not leaving the house, or you're changing your behaviours. Important context are around evidencing the emotional impact of the harassment. Secondly, tell someone. Don't keep it a secret. There's a good chance that other people will be sort of seeing the signs in you, but also by telling and sharing, it's amazing how much support you'll suddenly find you're getting. So it's a really important thing to do. Thirdly, online safety. If you've recently separated from a partner, change your password, particularly your home Wi-Fi password. Change all those sort of things that they might previously have known and have access to. So you're blocking them out. Social media, it's preferable to mute rather than block. And that's because if you mute them, you can still see what they're doing. And if their behaviour is escalating, if actually the threats are becoming more serious or actually more genuine. Now, you may not wish to look at those, so that by all means ask someone else to do so. But it's crucial, if you block them, you won't see any escalation, any change in behaviour, any suggestion they're going to do something. So don't just block them. But the most important thing is trust your instincts. If you feel unsafe, if you feel that something's wrong, the chances are it probably is. And remember, if you want to feel safer, choose Diffuse.